Hello, everyone. So I have some exciting news to present everyone with. Wait for a couple people to join. Hopefully everyone's having a pretty good Sunday. Hey, only you, what's up? I have some exciting news that I'm going to be offering for everyone here. I'm just going to wait for a couple more people join us here. I don't know why I feel like I need a deck in my hands. This is weird. Yeah, it is. It does feel a little bit like that. Me too. Actually, today the sun trines Jupiter, so should be pretty good. At least, I mean, it did relatively well. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Nikki. How's everyone feeling? I've been better. I feel like the energies have been at least leveling out now. Yes, was it yesterday? I think it was, yes, yeah. Yesterday, I kind of felt like I felt the energy shift. I was fine. I was cool listening to music. Everything was great. And then all of a sudden, yesterday, I was just like, I felt like this, I want to say lonesome and like melancholy type of feeling. Oh yeah, anyone who's watching this after the live feed, check the comment section. I'm gonna post a timestamp when I start talking about everything. You're funny, Sunkissed. How's everyone been feeling? Yeah, Sagittarius, huh? Yeah, 5 people. Normally, I don't really go live around. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe wait till about 5 minutes, and then maybe we'll kind of start around that time. My camera's been acting weird. Okay, I'm not even gonna say it, but I'm gonna spell it out. MERCURYRETRO. So hopefully, my camera should be fine. But can you guys hear me well and everything sounds okay and it's coming through loud and clear and any of that? It's pretty good. It starts the 22nd or 25th, somewhere around there. So many damn dates in my head. It's kind of hard to remember precisely. I know it's in Leo though. At the beginning of the July readings, your guys' generals, I mentioned it there. Yeah. Oh, let me change the chat to all. All right, we'll wait a little bit longer. Let's see, while we're waiting, and I have some amethyst here. Let's see what pops out here. I don't know why. Or Sun trine Jupiter just for the hell of it, right? Sorry, guys, you guys are wearing earphones. It'll be too loud here. Yeah, only you, Virgos and Geminis, also being Sun, Moon, and Damn Rising at this point. They feel it. Even people too who have like Mercury or Virgo and Gemini, but that's like not their sun sign nor their rising, or well, at least their sun will be somewhere around there, but their rising or their moon, they still feel it. Everyone feels it as a collective, you know? It's crazy. All right, 2 more times. All right. Father God, what cards do we have for Sun trine Jupiter today? I think they said one more time. Like, make up your mind. How many times are we going to shuffle? There we go. Right, let's see. While we're waiting for people to join, Sun trine Jupiter. Sun trine Jupiter. We expected this time, Father God. Sun trine Jupiter. Sun trine Jupiter. My Mars is in Gemini too. Okay, 1. Sun trine Jupiter. 2. Sun trine Jupiter. Okay, only 2. Oh, bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot reversed. Okay. Oh, 9 of Wands reversed. Ooh, and the King of Swords reversed. How interesting. What the hell? It's weird. Let's see. Hold them up for you guys. I don't know why I want to say this, but, no shade on any reader, absolutely not. But those readers that like just, they're talking and they hold the card up and they're talking and talking and they're like, I'm like, put the card down. Just my damn Aries went off. But yeah, so, yeah, okay. Release during this time. Communication. Okay. We're finding ways to like, okay, I feel like as a collective for Sun trine Jupiter, it's kind of like, let me see. It's a little strange to describe. Like, I feel like we're no longer going to get into arguments with people. Like, we're just going to, it's not like giving up. It's just kind of like that, like, whatever. I'm not going to deal with that. Like that, like the petty arguments. I feel like we're going to remove ourselves from the situation. Or at least that's the advice, I guess. The air signs are being maybe hit right now in terms of maybe just feeling it right now. Yeah, it's just walking away from petty shit, really. All right, let's go ahead and start, guys, and just take a little drink here. Yeah, that's what it is. The crap that comes in and, the FUs and the this and the that and the manipulation with the words and all that, we're not going to deal with it. We're going to excuse it. And then it's no longer going to move forward. We're going to stop it from happening. All right. So, guys, I feel like I've been thinking about this for a while. It's just kind of putting it all together, making sure that making sure that it all fits together. And it's, in terms of planning things out, in terms of, like when we can come together if you are interested in this. But I feel like it's, my duty right now, or at least spiritually, I feel like the channel is taking a different turn. And my Virgo ass has been a little, apprehensive in it because, we like the familiar, right? But what's going on is I feel like the channel is taking another turn in terms of teaching now. I'm still going to do spreads and stuff, monthlies, and it may condense. I'm not sure. When we get there, I'll figure it out. But it may condense down to just like the elements, fire, earth, kind of doing like one general, just for general energies. But I feel, guys, like it's time now for at least me spiritually I'm still going to offer readings, of course, but it's Virgo's like structure, but Pluto second house. It's all about reinventing myself. It's all about, I hate it. I have a little thing that goes self-worth time. Crazy. Anyway, besides all that. So yeah, I feel like now it's time for me to give back to you guys in terms of teaching now, so that we can keep this going in terms of healing, in terms of empowerment, in terms of just, hey, Aluna, what's going on? Hey, shout out to Aluna. If you guys don't follow her, oh my God. Y'all think I'm connected. Woo, that girl's connected. Hello, Luna. Thank you for joining us. Oh, Luna, what do you see behind me? No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, guys, it's time to give back now in terms of teaching so that we can keep this empowerment going and that you guys can reach who you guys need to reach so you guys can grow spiritually as well, because you guys all have grown and we're all ascending right now and we're all going through these different chapters in our life, breaking karmic cycles, just all kinds of crazy crap is going on, you know? So I want to offer this tarot course, you know, and I think it's going to be really good, guys. This is, you know, the first time up that we're doing this, or at least that I'm attempting to do this. So we're going to, you know, work our way through it. There's going to be a little bit of structure in it, of course, but it's just going to be kind of just, we're going to go with it, you know? So let me see. I kind of want to break it down to you guys at least a little bit as to what's going on, or at least what I plan on doing. Okay, so it's going to be a 5-week course. That's kind of what I'm going at, or what I'm getting at here. It's 1 course per week. Now, I want to do this over Hangouts. So you guys would have to have a Gmail account, but since you guys have a YouTube, you know, account, you guys automatically have a Gmail. So I think it works out pretty good like that. So we're going to do it through Google Hangouts, and I can take up to 10 people at a time. Literally, guys, for free, we can be in a room, all 10 cameras going, like this, like webcams going, and we can, you know, communicate and do these lectures and these courses and things of that nature, explaining kind of what's going on, you know, in terms of tarot, and just like, what does this mean, and when it's reversed and when it's upright. I think I'm going to do the uprights first, you know, and then we'll maybe talk about the reversals. But it looks intimidating, guys. You know, I mean, 78 cards, it can be a little bit intimidating, you know, but the whole point of this is so you guys can grow spiritually. You guys can then become more in touch with your intuition, and you guys can then jumpstart, you know, connecting to source. And we all have this ability, guys. It's just innately built in us. It's our vibration. It's our core essence of who we are. So I feel like this would be a good thing, you know. And sorry, I'm getting a little sidetracked here. Anyway, back to the Hangouts idea. So I like the Hangouts idea, you know, 10 cameras can be in one video chat. So that's pretty good. And also, I'm going to also plan on doing pre-recorded, like maybe audio files. So in case if you guys were to miss a course, you guys can download the audio file as well, and then kind of, you know, get that week's lecture, you know. I hate calling it a lecture. It sounds like a damn college class or a college course. So yeah, that's like that. And I thought of maybe offering, like, when you guys pay for the course, maybe just sending you guys a tarot deck. But I was kind of guided to let you guys know, you guys pick a tarot deck that we can't sit here and shuffle things. We're all pissed, and those cards are going to come out, you know, energy. So I feel as though that if you guys use your own tarot deck, it would be really, really great in terms of, you know, you guys, that it's your baby, you know. So yeah, and week 1 will be, you know, that week 1. I'm not sure, maybe on a Sunday or a Saturday. I haven't really kind of came up with that yet. I'll come up with the schedule, at least for this first run through. Once people pay, and, you know, when we kind of get together, know how many people are going to be in there, and then I'll give the schedule out. Maybe on a Sunday, like around this time or something to that effect. Anyway, week 1 is just going to be about grounding, guys, meditation, awareness, intuition, delivery, and intent, and just general questions, and also a handout. I'm going to give you guys a couple handouts. I made this table, and it separates like all the cards in terms of, like, it's like ace through I guess page, you want to say, or king and queen, goes down like that. And then they're like little boxes for each element. And I want you guys to print that out. And then as I'm talking about what the cards mean and all of that, it's going to be good, because then, you know, you guys can write down keywords. And you always, my suggestion is to write down keywords. I'm going to say I'm just going to spit a bunch of stuff out. You write down what you feel is best for you in terms of what resonates with you, what is best to remember. Keywords like the Eight of Wands here, right? So the eight of Wands here. I would say fast movement, communication. I would say slow down as well, maybe. Things like that, keywords, because people try to remember like paragraphs and sentences, and really you're gonna remember like 6 sentences per card. So, keywords is best. But we're gonna talk about like how to ground your guys' self, how to white light yourself, the bubble around you, and just general meditation and awareness as to, when we start to dabble, into tarot, even though we may not be aware of it or we may not see spirit, we may not see energy, it's around us at all times. And when, we're dealing with tarot, we start to open ourselves up, our chakras up, and we need to just be aware of it, nothing to fear. It's just to be aware of it. So I'm going to speak about instances like that for the first week. So week 2 is going to be Major Arcana and the court cards. And I have my own little like unique way of explaining the court cards. A lot of at least readers who began or at the beginning of their journey, they have trouble reading the court cards, and it's understandable. But I have like a little method, a little storyline kind of to give you guys to help you remember the court cards. And the court cards, guys, are King, Queen, Page, and Knight. You're a pretty good reader when, you throw a card down and then you want maybe clarifiers, right? So you clarify one card with 3 cards. And all those 3 cards are like the King of Wands reverse, the Queen of Swords, man, woman. We can get into all that. Man, woman is a little bit more specific with the priority, but just to get the general energy out there in terms of what you're doing, it's what the energy of that card is explaining. That, like for instance, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is she's someone who, I say she just for the explanation, but she's someone who has suffered a lot, someone who is very direct, someone who cuts emotion out to get to the bottom of the truth, someone who you can always trust her honesty. So those types of things for the court cards, Sorry, guys, I'm going to be looking at the comments as well. I'm going to have to comment the chat here, guys. Sorry. So, yeah, that's the type of energy that card embodies. So when you're reading for yourself or for someone, then you can relate that to the base card, So just, for instance, what are the major arcana? We pretty much know the major arcana: Strength, Hangman, the Hermit. We kind of know all these cards are kind of very self-explanatory, but then we're going to explain more like, what do they really mean? Like, what's the Hermit card? What's the point of the Hermit card? What does it mean? You are removing yourself to gain a higher perspective, to gain knowledge and just knowledge and information from the cosmos. Like, what does the lantern mean that the Hermit card that the Hermit is holding? Those are the lantern, the light in there are the stars from the sky and from the cosmics. That's the enlightenment, things like that. We're going to get more into that. So that's good information to kind of remember and to kind of teach. A lot of other tarot courses, they don't teach things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just kind of extra information, So week 3 we'll go over swords and wands. What are swords? What are wands? What do they mean? What's the difference between the two? You guys pretty much already know by watching tarot. Swords, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's also crazy, like the 4 swords, people will be like, oh, that's air energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm like, it's the 4 swords. Like, that's not, no. That's just my opinion. But we can get a little bit deeper into each card individually, because certain cards can match up with like certain planets and certain instances. Like the Fool card is Uranus, for instance. You know what I mean? Things like that. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into it, but yeah. So we're going to talk about the swords. We're going to talk about the wands. What do the wands mean? Wands, creativity. It's ambition. It's action, movement, impulsivity. Creation. Swords, communication, understanding, intellect, information coming in and out. Then week 4, we'll talk about, that's week 3, swords and wands. And then week 4, we'll talk about pentacles and cups. So what are pentacles? Stability, materialistic things, I guess dependabilities, if you want to call it that. Foundation, you know. Then cups, obviously emotion, love, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about, you know, a couple. It can be. It's about love in general. What do the cup cards mean? And also the energy of each card. They're very different if you were just like to pull like the Queen of Cups here and the Five of Cups, right? Individually, they have their own meaning, but they're different when they're together. And then when you add in like the Seven of Wands, they mean different things. So you have to kind of combine the energy of each card and bring it together and kind of come up with an interpretation. And the class, guys, is going to be very loose, guys. Like, it's your intuition. It's what you feel. It's what you trust. No one can tell you that you're wrong, you know? And it's not about being right or wrong. It's about trusting yourself and what you feel is really going on. So week 5 is going to be just basically like questions and things like that. And then after week 5, right? That's when then I'll contact you guys individually, and then we'll set up like a little, I don't want to call it a quiz or a test, because like that stresses people out. Sorry guys, I'm just catching up here on the chat. Anyway, so it's going to be just me, you know, me and you one-on-one, and it's just, you're gonna lay your own spread out. You guys can use your notes there, everything that you've taken, you guys can have it there for you, and just lay out a spread. And maybe I'll come up with a scenario, or I'll give you a question. For instance, like if I was, you know, coming to you for a reading and I would ask a certain question or something like that, then maybe you can do something like that. Or I think it's gonna depend on person to person in terms of the type of energy when I learn your guys' personality and your energy and things of that nature. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. And I think it's gonna be really good. Remember, guys, it's just gonna be no judgment zone at all. It's just gonna be fun. It's gonna be interactive. It's gonna be laughing, having a good time. It's gonna be really great, guys. And it's going to be on your guys' time. And that's why I wanna do it once a week, so that you guys can then get that information, and then you guys have a whole week to sit on it and to absorb it and to understand it and to just you know, pick it up at your own time, because you know we all have lives, and you know we all have babies and kids and craziness that goes on in our homes. So yeah, guys, I think it's pretty good. And also I like the whole Hangouts idea too, because if you guys have like, we'll be in one big group chat. So if you guys have a question, you guys can ask the question there, and then everyone can see it as well. So we're all learning together, you know, and we can support each other as well throughout the group chat as well. And also throughout all those weeks, guys, week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I'm available for you guys as well. So you guys can, you know, message me privately if you have a private question or anything like that. I'm here for you guys, okay? Because you guys are paying for this course. So I'm here for you guys. If you need to have any questions, anything of this sort, any clarification, I would like to do at least in the group chat so everyone can learn from each other and from each other's questions. But you guys can always message me privately as well. All right, guys. I want to say I'll give you guys a phone number as well. You guys can contact me there as well in case you need to talk or whatever the case may be. But yeah. And regarding the pre-recorded, in terms of if you guys miss a group chat or a group, you know, that week, if you guys miss it, that may be recorded. I'm not really sure yet. I want to implement that in the future, but since this is our first time around, I don't want to kind of restrict anything or do the Virgo thing and start to check off all the damn boxes, because it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to just have fun. It's not supposed to be very, very structured, you know? Yes, structured in terms of learning and all of that and having, you know, an outline, of course. But yeah, so I can take up to 10 people at a time, since we can have 10 people in the Google Hangouts chat. So for the whole course, guys, it's $200 I'm offering for you guys. And I know it may be a little steep for people. So what we can do is, you know, maybe if you're interested, email me. and you can pay 100 down, and then right before the week 1 starts, you guys can then pay the other 100, or just I can work with you guys, in terms of payment. Because I mean, hey, being a tarot reader can get a little tight on the damn wallet. So I understand, and the whole point here is to give back to you guys. So I'm going to work with you guys, okay? You guys are crazy. You're welcome, Sunkissed. Yeah, meditation does bring answers, and just protection, guys, like, grounding yourself and white lighting yourself, and, any lower vibration, any entity, evil entity, we are so much stronger than them. They feed off of lower vibration. So we need to make sure that we ground ourselves. We need to make sure that, we let them know that they ain't allowed in our damn space, and we don't do negativity, And also, guys, I did a podcast on the intent of tarot. Check that out, guys. It's on the channel as well. It's uploaded there for you guys. Check that out. I think you guys will find that very interesting if you're interested in the course. And just, I mean, it's going to help strengthen your guys' intuition. It's going to open up your intuition as well. And my guides keep on wanting me to talk about the quiz and the test. There's no pass or fail, guys. That's not what this is about. How does anyone grade someone's intuition? Like, no, it's nearly impossible. You can't tell someone that they're wrong what they feel or what their hunch is. No, that's unique to a person. So there's no pass or fail, guys. Like I said, you guys can use your notes and everything that you guys wrote down or written down between that time, through all the weeks. And also, you guys get a certificate of completion as well. After the little quiz / test little thing, I'm gonna make a little template, and I'm gonna give it to you guys and put your names on it and all that too as well. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. Do you guys have any questions? So like I said, it's $200 for the whole course, and yeah. And just to throw this out there, if you guys go on like Google, other places, it's a lot more expensive, and not just that, but I know Biddy Tarot, no shade on Biddy Tarot. That's usually one of the first results in like Google when you search for like a card. I heard, she charges, or the program is like $3,000. I was like, $3,000. I was like, that's ridiculous. Anyway, no shade on Biddy Tarot. She's successful, so no shade. But I'm just saying, like, you guys are gonna get the teachings from me. I don't want to say I'm Mr. Special, but you guys have seen, throughout the entire channel how I read. And this is another thing too. Okay, thank you guys. They reminded me right now of that. We're all gonna be different readers. We're all gonna have a different style. We're all gonna have a different approach. Some may focus on love, some may focus on relationships, some may focus, like I focus on soulful growth and breaking karmic cycles and moving forward. I mean, I'm really good at love readings, but not that I discredit them. My focus is a little bit more on the individual. Like, what can you change? What's going on with you? How can we break those ties that are going on with you? And how do we push through them? And how do we move past them? So that's what I'm more focused on, is soulful growth and soulful empowerment. So some people may be on love. Some people may be on, I mean, it varies, and you guys are going to find your style throughout this course as well. Thank you, Sunkissed. So yeah, like I said, we're going to have different styles, and it's going to be good because you guys are going to learn a lot about yourself. And guys, like, honestly, you heal so much from tarot, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to start your own channels too, and that's great and wonderful. That's the point, guys, is to give back. Into when you're healing other people, you're also healing yourself, and you learn a lot about yourself through this process as well. And it's Saturn will be really happy because it's like double healing. But yeah, you guys don't have to have any astrological knowledge. I mean, it'll help out, obviously, but you guys don't have to have any information or, be privy to astrological events or astrological information, because tarot is separate from astrology. I mix it together. A lot of people mix it together, but we're going to focus on just the tarot part about it. Okay. In the future, I'm also planning on maybe extending it and maybe doing like, this is like course 1, then course 2 would be maybe like getting deeper into your intuition, connecting to source, how to notice the difference between different vibrations, different energy shifts. We're going to talk a little bit about that in terms of week 1, but we're going to get more deeper into that. So I'm going to teach you guys about like mediumship. I'm going to teach you guys about how does it feel when your guides connect with you. Those types of your higher self connects with you. I'm planning on doing a lot of that later on, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. So it's just, we're going to fill it out and try this. So it's going to be a 5-week course, 1 meetup per week. And then after that 5-week, after the 5th week, that's when I'm going to then meet up with you guys, or I'll contact you guys individually, and then we'll do the little certificate of completion, and we'll put your skills to the test in a sense. Like I said, no pass or fail. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really, really good, guys, and I think this is a good way to kind of start my own spiritual growth as well. Like giving back to you guys, and then you guys learn as well. And it's just, I feel like it's really, really going to be a great thing. And it's just going to help everyone out. And you guys are going to touch so many other people. You guys are going to shatter and break paradigms in your own families. And, you're going to all do your part, whatever that may be in terms of your ascension and touching other people and, providing spiritual guidance and spiritual, empowerment, which is a beautiful thing. I mean, I'm not really sure how many minutes per session. It's going to vary, I want to say, but I will have like a time and a date. I just need to see how many people are going to be or interested, and then how many people actually, they pay for the course. And then that's when I'll kind of put it together, because then I don't know, it may take 4 or 5 days for everyone to hear about this information. And then maybe it'll fill up at that time. It's a lot of kind of touch and go. I'm located in Southern California, so I'm Pacific Standard Time. We'll work all that out for sure. Only you, yeah, I understand. That's why the pre-recorded, I think I'm gonna just do that. Absolutely. Do the pre-recorded downloads in case you miss a course, or maybe you can get like half the course or something. You guys can download that audio file, and maybe a PowerPoint. I'm not sure, I have to set it up, but it's going to contain all the information that we talked about in each week. So like, let's say you miss week 3, which is Swords and Wands, you can download that audio file. It may be a little bit shorter than actual class, because the interaction is going to be, you're going to miss the interaction part, but you're going to get the information in terms of what the cards mean. Yeah, Tony, it's going to be in a group video chat and on Google Hangouts. You would want to have a Gmail account. But like I said, since you guys have a YouTube account, you automatically have a Gmail. So the same login is for Hangouts, and up to 10 people in the room. So it's going to be like this. It's going to be like a huge video chat, basically. Yeah, Michelle, I'm going to put that together. I'm going to see how that all works out. Like I said, this is all touch and go for me right now, but it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna learn along the way. And but the information is gonna be there. You guys will definitely get the information that you guys need for the courses. Absolutely. All the other extra little stuff, just leave that up to me and them upstairs. But yeah. So yeah, guys. I hope you guys take advantage of this. It's pretty cool. This is my first time teaching something like this. But I mean, y'all follow me on the channel. Y'all know I could read the whole family lineage, and I don't want to like boast about what I do, but it's just because it's all for you guys. But you guys know I can read. So then you guys are also going to get like my tips and my hints and everything that I've learned throughout my entire journey up to now. I'm gonna give that to you guys as well. And like I said, it's gonna be interactive. We're gonna laugh and talk back and forth with each other, and questions throughout the entire thing. And yeah, it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be super interactive, and it's just meant to be fun. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I want to end the live stream now. I'll stick around for a little bit for questions, just don't make it too long. So people who tune in after the stream ends, they can get the information pretty quickly. You guys have any other questions right now? We only have 4 people in the room. But yeah, if you guys are interested, email me, intuitiveperceptions@gmail.com. And yeah, and we'll set it all up for you guys, okay? And payment will be through PayPal. I just think that's the safest way. If any refund or anything like that, it's quick and easy. Everyone uses PayPal. It's straight to the point. You guys have any other questions maybe? I'll stick around for a little bit about the course and all that. I'm going to type up like an outline and all of that. And I'm going to put it in the description box later on, so you guys can check it out. Saturday night classes. Yeah, we can do Saturday night. Yeah, that'll be okay too as well. Sometimes, people like to, people have birthday parties and stuff like that. Maybe Sunday evenings or Sunday mornings. I know some people work, like on Monday, and so. What do you mean? Only you? Are you ever going to do any more lives? Oh, like live streams. Yeah, I want to say I'm going to do a Uranus one once after Uranus retrograde, because that's when like the energy completely starts. I'm going to do, honestly, guys, like my lives, like literally, I like just wake up and I'm like yawning and doing my own thing, and all of a sudden I'm like walking to my kitchen to go to my refrigerator, and Spirit's like, so you're gonna do Neptune retrograde. I'm like, oh, okay. It's a lot of that, the guidance comes in, the channel comes through, and then I deliver. That's just kind of, and that's they work with me like that because, Mr. Virgo structured time, and we need it like this, and it needs to be like this. It doesn't work like that. They work with me differently. They right on the jump, and Virgos need that a little bit to kind of not be such a damn control freak. Oh, thank you, Tony. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, guys. So like I said, yeah, Virgo, right? Just email me, guys, intuitiveperceptions@gmail.com. I think on my website, I'm going to make like a page really going into like real detail in depth with this. Once again, this just kind of popped up. They said, I'm going to do it today. And then they were like, Sun, trine, Jupiter. I said, okay, I get it. So we're going to start this, guys. So like I said, email me. And yeah, if you guys are interested, and I'll give you all the information and things of that sort. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool, guys. Pretty fun, and it's gonna be cool because then like if and when, which pretty sure I am gonna offer like the second course in terms of like the strengthening your intuition, connecting to source. That's gonna be cool as well, because I mean, not only that, but it's gonna be cool because I'm gonna teach you guys a lot about connecting to source, how to feel things out. It's going to transcend your guys' spiritual journeys, and you see, you don't need like really great 100% intuition to read tarot. Like you don't need to connect to source to read tarot. Not absolutely not, you don't need any of that. But when you have that paired, like it's great, guys. Like I'm pretty sure sometimes you guys see like your guys' general readings on here. Sometimes some of the things I say, you're like, oh shit, whoa, that happened to me. You're like, whoa, how did he know that? Like things like that doesn't come from the cards. That's the channel, the information that comes through. The cards just present a situation. They tell me A, B, and C is happening. And that's pretty much it. It's saying the couch is there, and the this is there, the that's there, and he ran into the couch. That's it. That's pretty much all that the cards do. And then everything else comes through, and I talk about how you went to the side and how then you bought this that was a wrong color, and all that other extra stuff that I talk about. That's all the channel when you're connected to a source. The retrogrades do affect kids. They do, but just in different ways. Kids may kind of like act out. That's why it's really good to know your guys' kids' charts as well. Still, we need to let children be children, let them get dirty and run around and express themselves. But it's always good to know what's coming up for your kids, That's another thing too I would like to teach is maybe astrology. But with astrology, it's a lot of information, It's not impossible, but it's just that's requires a lot more remembering a lot more information, and that's very intuitive as well. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and log off here. But yeah, like I said, email me intuitiveperceptions@gmail.com. $200 for the 5-week course. You guys can pay 100. Put 100 down, 100 after the other 100 when we start. Just let me know. I could work with you guys regarding payment. I'm pretty flexible on that. And yeah, guys. Alrighty. Check the description box after in a little bit. And yeah. All right, guys. Hope you guys take advantage of this. It's gonna be pretty cool. All right, guys. You guys can read tarot like a pro. I'm telling you. All righty, guys. All right. I'll see you guys. And as always, God bless and love and light.